The book of Genesis, the first book of the Bible, is a cornerstone of many religious traditions. It lays the foundation for the entire biblical narrative. It tells the story of the beginning, the origins of the universe, and the dawn of humanity. The creation of the world, the first humans, and the very first covenants between God and mankind are all detailed within its chapters. Adam and Eve, the first man and woman, lived in the idyllic Garden of Eden, surrounded by nature's bounty. In chapter 7, we encounter a pivotal moment in this narrative, a story of immense power and consequence, the Great Flood. This chapter marks a significant turning point in the history of humanity. Imagine a world teeming with life, much like our planet today. The earth was filled with diverse creatures and bustling human activity. But this world was also filled with wickedness and corruption, a darkness that saddened God deeply. Humanity had strayed far from the path of righteousness, leading to widespread moral decay. It is against this backdrop of despair that we are introduced to a righteous man named Noah. Noah stood out in a world of chaos, a beacon of hope and faith. He was chosen by God to undertake a monumental task, one that would change the course of history. Noah was no ordinary man. In the eyes of God, he was a beacon of hope, a righteous soul in a world consumed by sin. God saw Noah's goodness and chose him for a very special task, to build an ark, a massive vessel that would withstand the impending flood. God spoke to Noah directly. He gave him specific instructions on how to build the ark. It had to be huge, big enough to house Noah's family and 2 of every living creature on earth. This ark would be their salvation, a sanctuary from the storm to come. Time was of the essence. The sky began to darken, a palpable sense of dread filling the air. Noah worked tirelessly, following God's instructions to the letter. He gathered wood, measured carefully, and sealed the ark with pitch to make it watertight. Meanwhile, God instructed Noah to gather his family and 2 of every animal, male and female, to ensure the continuation of life after the flood. A procession of creatures, both great and small, began their journey towards the ark, guided by an unseen force. Aboard the ark animals, 2 by 2, and the deluge begins. The scene was one of organized chaos. Animals of every kind, from the largest to the smallest, made their way towards the ark. The air was thick with anticipation and urgency. Animals of all shapes and sizes, from lumbering elephants, their massive feet thudding against the ground, to delicate butterflies, their wings fluttering gently in the wind, entered the ark. The air was filled with a cacophony of sounds, roars, chirps, growls, and the rustling of feathers and fur. Amidst this symphony of nature, the hurried footsteps of Noah's family could be heard as they secured the ark's massive door. They worked with determination, knowing the importance of their task. And then it began. The heavens opened, unleashing a torrent of rain, the likes of which the world had never seen. The sky darkened, and the rain fell in sheets, obscuring everything in its path. The sound was deafening, the downpour relentless. It was as if the very heavens were weeping, pouring out their sorrow upon the earth. Inside the ark, Noah and his family huddled together, seeking comfort in each other's presence. The walls of the ark creaked and groaned under the weight of the water, the weight of the world heavy on their shoulders. They knew that they were the last hope for the future of all living creatures. Their expressions were solemn, their hearts filled with a mixture of fear and hope. The world submerged. 40 days and 40 nights. For 40 days and 40 nights the rain fell without ceasing. The water rose higher and higher, swallowing up the land, the trees, and everything in its path. The world that Noah knew was vanishing beneath a churning, raging sea. Inside the ark, it was a different story. The animals were calm, soothed by the rhythmic rocking of the waves. Noah and his family prayed, their faith in God unwavering. They knew that they were safe, protected from the storm by the very hand of creation. A new dawn, the waters recede and hope takes root. Finally, the rain stopped. The relentless downpour that had seemed endless finally came to a halt, bringing a sense of relief and calm. The clouds parted, revealing a sky washed clean. The once dark and ominous clouds gave way to a brilliant blue sky, a sight that had not been seen for many days. The floodwaters began to recede, slowly at first, then with increasing speed. The land which had been submerged under the vast expanse of water started to emerge, revealing the contours of the earth once more. The ark, tossed about like a toy boat just moments before, now rested peacefully on the surface of a vast, still ocean. The once turbulent waters had calmed, and the ark floated serenely, a testament to the endurance and faith of its passengers. After many days, Noah sent out a dove. This was a moment of great anticipation as they waited to see if the world outside had become habitable once again. It returned, carrying in its beak a freshly plucked olive branch, a symbol of hope, a sign that life was returning to the world. This small branch was a powerful message that the earth was beginning to heal and that new life was taking root. God had kept his promise, the covenant was fulfilled, and the rainbow in the sky was a reminder of this divine assurance. The flood had cleansed the earth and a new chapter was about to begin. The land, now fertile and renewed, was ready to support new life. Fresh green shoots began to sprout from the ground, symbolizing rebirth and the promise of a brighter future.